Hey everybody, it's Matt Minotti of Dream Vacations, bringing you a quick tour of the Thrill Waterpark on CocoCay. Just get off the ship, head down the dock here. You can see that glorious tram that just passed us. Just a note, you used to be able to ride that tram all the way to the transportation area where you can catch the other trams, but they no longer allow that unless you have some mobility issues. So keep that in mind. You are going to be walking down the pier, whether you like it or not. So keep that in mind. But sooner or later, you'll reach right here where the band's playing and you got your folks dancing. If you've been here before, you're familiar with the CocoCay song that plays all day long and is stuck in your head. But right here you can veer off to the right is where the transportation area is. You can catch the other trams to the rest of the island. Straight ahead is the Thrill Waterpark. Little veer left there, I'll take you to Captain Jack's, which is super fun. And a hard left goes over to Chill Island area, which is also fun. So you go up here, give them your SeaPass card, and they'll let you in. You start walking into the water park here. First thing you see is the giant slide, which I do have to say is a lot of fun. Tell a good story about that a little later, but I can assure you there are a lot of stairs to get to the top of that slide. It is something. They have great little walkways back here, nice and tropical. Really enjoy the water park. To the right here, you have your showers and lockers and bathroom area. So if you need it, it's great to hit a quick shower before you walk back. Also, to the left across from it there is a little towel station. So if you are in the water park, no reason to carry a big batch of towels with you. They have you covered in here. You can get as many as you want, just like on the ship. Straight ahead, you have the Cabana check-in area. In the morning, there'll be a young lady there checking you in and helping you get over to your cabanas, which we'll cover a little bit later. As you can see, there's a ton of loungers here by the wave pool, which is great. Really great area. And here to the left is my favorite little bar, because I always sit in the front row of the wave pool right here. So I walk over there a lot some days. But anyway, I usually get off the ship super early. One of the first people off, me and my daughter come straight down this little walkway and we grab one of those front row loungers looking right at the wave pool. Just a great home base for the day. When you're ready to chill, you can just kind of listen to the waves washing up. It's kind of relaxing. You can see those umbrellas on each side of the wave pool there are the cabanas that are around the wave pool, which we'll cover a little later, but just so you kind of get an idea where they're living. But as I mentioned, I generally camp out right here. We go up and down the water slides when we first get here. When I run out of energy, I camp out here while my daughters continue to ride the slides because they never run out of energy. So we'll go ahead and take a quick walk from the wave pool here. Getting a good look at all the loungers in this little area right here. Ample seating, which is always good to know. We'll go ahead and head straight back towards the adventure pool, which is the other really awesome area. My daughters love it. Tons of life jackets here on the right, as you saw, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. This path takes you right to the adventure pool, which is also right next to all of the tube slides there. There's 3 of those in that big cluster of slides, and they are definitely my favorite. I love the really tall slide, but I don't know. If they put an elevator in, I might love it a little more, but getting up there is something, I'll tell you that much. But this whole area right here, this will keep my daughters busy all day. I mean, they just love it, so I'm sure your kids will as well. Got a little climbing wall there. Got a swing across the way, which is really fun. My daughter loves it. And the little obstacle courses, they will just sit and do those literally. I mean, I'm not kidding, until it's time to go. I'm really shocked at how much time they can actually spend in this area. And you know, when you're cruising with kids, when you find something for your kids to do and they love it and they're busy doing it, it really makes for a great day. So I didn't really start coming to the water park till about my 5th visit to CocoCay, but now we do it a lot. That's a good look at it there. But no matter what age your kids are, I'll show a couple clips of my daughters at different ages, but my daughter was probably 7 here. But they start out young. Here's my daughter, Francesca. She was probably 5. But no matter how young they are, they'll just keep going. She really loved it. And if they can't reach the top, they'll do the frog hop and go. She called them lily pads. She would go lily pad to lily pad. And it really does. I mean, it will keep them busy. I've seen little kids her size just run across those little floats like a little spider. So they'll get good at it over the course of the day for sure. But even when they get a little older, my daughter Georgia was probably 9 here. No, 8 actually, thinking about it now. But they stay busy regardless of their age, which is awesome. She really loves the climbing wall. She hasn't gotten very tall or very far up the wall yet, but she does keep trying. The swing is one of her favorites as well. But let's go ahead and look at the drop slides. I'll tell you a quick story. Don't fall for it like I did. Once my daughter was able to be tall enough to take that slide, of course she wanted to go, and up all those stairs we went. At the very top, you know what she did. She chickened out. She had to go back down the stairs and find the next slide and go down that way. And it's an awesome slide. The funny part is, I fell for it again later in the afternoon. She swore she would do it. We went to the top again, and yep, she chickened out again. But it's really worth it. This is the top of the tube slide area. Just so you know, there's 3 slides up there, a single and two groups. 2 group tube slides, which are amazing. Let's take a quick look at them. It's my daughter Georgia and I on the Slingshot, which is my favorite for sure. Let you take a look at each slide so you kind of know what you're up for. I have to say, I was amazed at just how fun they are, how fast they are. I mean, they are just a great time. Like I said, we get off early and do them over and over. But this big drop, oh my goodness. They love it. They just really love it. And they'll just do it over and over. My daughter Francesca here was probably around 5 or 6. So even the little kids love them. You can tell by her face, though, a couple times she's a little taken aback by it, but she always ends up smiling in the end. And that smile is really what's worth it when you're here for the day. This is one of the other slides. My daughter Francesca here she just loved the slides. She's so small, she could go up and down those stairs so many times I would just finally run out of energy. And luckily she met a couple other little kids and they would just scamper up and down and ride them. Never had any trouble, and really makes for a good day. But again, the smiles are what make it worth it. You're gonna really enjoy it with your kids for sure. It's just great. There's also a single slide. I was trying to scooch my way down there, but slow going. But once you get going, even the single one is great. I was really shocked how fast it was again. They're just quick. Really great. But definitely get off the ship early. That way you can get on the island first thing, you can run up and down those stairs and hit these slides as many times as you want. Later on in the day, you can have a half hour, 40-minute wait. Kind of takes a lot of the fun out. So make sure you get off early and enjoy them, because it really is worth it. So let's jump to standing here looking at the tall drop slide. The adventure pool will be behind me. So I'm just going to show you how quick it is to jump over to the other areas if you do decide to make the water park kind of your home base. And it's just good to know, so you know that you can get everywhere without a lot of problems. So if you're here with your kids, which is probably why you're in the water park, if you have any younger ones, they're going to want to walk to Splash Away Bay for sure. You're not going to be able to get away with not going. And the beauty is you just walk out that back entrance and right across that walkway, and here you are. So bringing your daughter over to play, or let her play over here for a little while with some friends and then walk back. It's real easy to find, so they're not going to get lost. They can just walk straight across there. And you know, this to me is kind of hand in hand with the water park. So if you have little ones, you're going to end up over here. There's no way around it. So it is super easy to access it from the water park. Once you're here, you're also real close to Captain Jack's. You can jump through this little walkway we're getting ready to go to and make a left to go to Captain Jack's to grab a cocktail. And I'm going to show you, if you go right, make a left there, it's Captain Jack's. We're going to go right, which takes us right over to the main buffet. So again, you are super close to that as well. And I'm showing this also because by the beverage station at the buffet is all of the ice cream cones that your kids are going to want to eat 100 of, like mine. So as you can see, she's there divvying them out. So I can assure you that if you're at the water park, you'll probably want to run over here. You may not need the food because there is a snack shack in the water park. But the buffet does have fruit and salads and sandwiches and things that are definitely different than the snack shack, which is kind of limited. And then right on the other side of those trees there, and that walkway, is the main Oasis Lagoon pool. So again, you're really well situated at the water park. Let's jump back inside of the water park. Just take a look at the snack shack area. I really like it. If it's a really busy day on CocoCay, this area does not get much busier than this ever. So it's really awesome that all you have to do is pop over here. You can grab something quick. So it's really good to know. Let's take a quick look at where the cabanas are, in case you are one of those folks who loves to run a cabana. So I'm going to show you the map and kind of give you the lay of the land. If it was me, the 33 through 38 around the wave pool there, they're the ones you're going to want to get. I think they have the best all around area. If you look at 43 to 46, it's kind of to the left of those real tall drop slides. It is a little off to the side, so it's a little private there. Those aren't bad either. Just depending on if you kind of what you want to look at. I do like the wayful ones, and I think the 54 through, I guess it's 49 over there. Just be heads up, those look right at where you come off of the slingshot and those raft slides. So you're kind of sitting exactly where everybody comes down. So you would spend your whole day kind of watching folks come down the slides, which is fun for a little while, but I don't know if I'd want to do it all day. So keep that in mind. I think it's important if you want to think about a cabana. Again, they're pretty run-of-the-mill cabanas in the water park. You got your couch, your chairs, your umbrella. If you have the right amount of people, it could make sense. The prices change dynamically, so I'm not going to get into the pricing because it probably won't be accurate for your sailing. But again, they're there if you need them, and they are great home base. And let's take one last look at the wave pool, just to remind you that it does get busy sometimes. So I know in my earlier, showing it earlier, it was early in the morning, so no folks had really gotten there yet. But it will get busy here, and that's why you want to get off early and get your space. But I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Thrill Waterpark. We love it. My family loves it. If you ever need help booking this or any cruise or anything to do with cruising, just reach out. My contact info is right here. I'll be glad to help. And I hope to see you out there cruising. And a quick reminder for my friends who love to read about travel as much as watch videos, please come check out our travel blog at letsbooksometravel.com. We cover everything from cruises to Disney to Universal to resorts to hotels. Anything I do, I will share some information on so you can try to have as much fun as I do when I'm out there traveling around. So anyway, hope to see y'all out there. Come visit the site. Thanks a lot.